In the future, humans' bodies are ventilated inside a glass box after their death and are held for experimenting. Vincent Baughman is seen silently driving his car on a vacant road. He arrives at a facility named Geriatrics and introduces himself to the guard as an insurance agent who works for death insurance field sales. The guard allows him and lets him in. On the other hand, 4 masked members are taking the temperature of an old dying lady. As her temperature drops, they pack her in a polythene bag before attaching an oxygen mask to her mouth, after which they left with the body, but are captured on their way by authorities. The soldiers ask them to identify themselves as they snatch the nearly dying woman from the group and injects her with a sedative. In the next scene, Vincent is practicing a presentation before an actual conference, in which he tells that if someone dies in debt, they will keep their bodies alive artificially until their debt is paid off. Then he tells his audience to purchase death insurance if they want to pursue a peaceful death. On the other hand, a girl named Lisa Sokolowa, an activist, is seen uploading her new identity and putting on a blonde wig. After this, she arrives at a place where she meets her team and tells them that 2 of their members have been caught and that she somehow managed to escape. She tells him that someone must have betrayed them. The man negates this notion and tells her that the operation was quite secretive. Then Lisa goes to Philip, who gives her a level 2 identity card, but she said that she wants a level 3 card. He flirts a bit with her, after which she left. Vincent is seen dancing with an elite class old lady. He shows her a woman displayed on the screen and tells her that she is 102 years old and won't be detached from the tubes for another 98 years because she died with debt. She accepts his pitch and agrees to sign up for the insurance. Vincent then voicemails his boss, Diana Dorn, that he has closed the deal with the old lady. Then, Vincent goes to his office where he meets Dietrich, whose previous client was the old lady, and that he couldn't persuade her. Dietrich requests Vincent to swap a client with him as he doesn't want to be demoted, but suddenly, Sokolova client connects to Dietrich's line, and he started to pitch him in the insurance plan in front of Vincent. He then notes a picture on his desk with his wife. Later on, Vincent comes to Diana's office, and she tells him that there is a mole in the organization. In the next scene, Lisa and her mates are seen talking about getting inside Geriatrics. Lisa enlightens her squad that if she gets a level 3 identity verification, then she will have access to every floor of the building. Later, as Vincent enters the office, he tells Diana that an activist tried to betray them, as they are against their work and dealings. Later on, Vincent is shown giving a test for proving his loyalty, and gets passed successfully. Moreover, he gets physical with Diana, and she tells her to stay away from Dietrich, as he didn't even report him for his request of swiping clients, which is considered an offense to the company. After this, Vincent meets Philip in his office and Diana comes over to the balcony to give a speech. She tells everyone that Dietrich has been demoted and that in his place, Mr. Philip has joined the company. Vincent takes off the photo on Dietrich's desk and leaves. Later that night, Lisa goes to meet Philip as he didn't show up at the club as promised. She is unable to find him anywhere when suddenly she sees Dietrich and started following him. He goes to the under lanes, where people seem quite hippie. He then goes to a shop and asks the shopkeeper to transfer his insurance to his unborn child. After this, he went to a bridge and jumps off of it. Lisa witnessed everything in a state of shock. Vincent and Diana are shown discussing Sokolo's and Lisa's profiles. Here Vincent learns for the very first time that his wife is pregnant. Lisa visits Dietrich's wife, and she tells Lisa that her husband was always given contacts that the organization knew wouldn't be compelled. She tells her that Dietrich's employees and clients like Mr. Sokolo are responsible for his death. Lisa soon realizes the scenario and feels lamented and ashamed. Vincent then compares Lisa's and her father's profiles and sees that Lisa has death insurance, but her father doesn't. Then Vincent goes to meet Sokolo's immensely decorated house. There he wanders around a bit and hears someone talking. He tries to listen to the voices, and soon he realizes that it was Lisa talking to her dad and blaming her for the death of her mother. Sokolo tells her to stay out of this matter, and she tells him that it is her responsibility to help out the oppressed. Lisa departs and bumps into Vincent. Her files fall down from her hand. She apologizes to him and collects her stuff, after which she left. The servant then allows Vincent to come inside. Vincent enters a garden, and there he finds Mr. Sokolo. He tries to threaten him by saying that his company is aware of Lisa's involvement with the activists, and if this thing gets proven to the authorities, Lisa's death insurance will be canceled and she will serve as his surrogate mother in their labs. Then Vincent tells Sokolo that he will tell his daughter Lisa about her death insurance. Sokolo knows that if she finds this out, she will transfer this insurance to someone else in need. Sakilo replies to Vincent by saying that he is not afraid of any threats and will not sign up for the insurance. Vincent leaves and informs Diana of the current situation. Diana tells him that now she will take care of things on her own. Later, when he meets Diana, she changes his RFID chip and asks Vincent not to mind the procedure. She confesses everything and demotes him to level 1. At night, Vincent goes to the other side where relatively poor people of the society reside. Then he makes it to the club where Lisa works. He goes to her and tells her about his demotion, but she pays no heed. As she opens a closet in the dressing room, she finds Chris, one of her mates who was previously caught by the authorities. He tells her that their other mate Frank has been killed and artificially kept alive by geriatrics. Moreover, they will use him to track Lisa and her squad of activists. Lisa goes to Vincent, who is sitting downstairs. He tells her that he will come back again to hear her singing, after which he follows her and sees her hiding Chris. The next day, the manager comes to Lisa and tells him that Vincent is waiting at table number 3. She performs in front of him to use him as her bait. Vincent is currently living in a building that is situated right in front of Lisa's apartment. She calls him and asks him out on a date, to which he agrees. Later on, he tells her that her father had taken an insurance for her secretly. She requests him to somehow make him into buying death insurance. Then she visits Chris, who pleads with her to not let geriatrics find his body after he dies. She promises to keep him safe. Lisa then transfers her insurance to Chris, and authorities got reported about this. Then Diana tells Vincent about Lisa's doing. He then learns that her father died in a car crash just like her mother and has been transferred to geriatrics. He asks Diana if he can buy an insurance for him. Diana negates by saying that it is not possible as Sakilo's property has been snatched by the authorities for legal processing. He doubts Diana's involvement with the car crash, but she laughs it off and leaves. Vincent goes to Lisa and tells her he has nothing to do with her father's situation. She tells him to buy him insurance right away, but Vincent tells her about the account's situation. Then they both meet at Lisa's place and spend the night together. While Vincent is asleep, Lisa steals Vincent's identity, and Diana got alerted of the situation. She also reports it to Vincent. Moreover, Lisa is successful in retrieving his father's artificially alive body from geriatrics. Gerhard tells her that this step will jeopardize their plan, but she tells him that he has Vincent under control. Vincent and Lisa are seen sleeping together again. Lisa gets up and leaves. Vincent follows her. She goes to her father and Vincent peeks at her through a small window. As he is about to leave, Lisa appears and tells him the reason to why she stole his identity. Seconds later, geriatrics come and fetch his father's body. Lisa tries to stop it, but Vincent halts her by saying that she will get arrested too. She shooks him off and angrily leaves. Vincent then drives to a bridge and cries as he realizes whatever he has done up till now is wrong. Vincent then meets Diana, and she orders him to continue the mission. Then he goes to Lisa and swears to her that he has nothing to do with geriatrics taking his father. He tells her that he has been used by everyone. Then he tells Lisa that he has been ordered to deliver her to geriatrics. Then they both go to geriatrics' warehouse and Vincent sees Dietrich's preserved body in front of his eyes. This leaves him utterly depressed. Then he sits in his car with Lisa, and they talk for a while. She also tells him that she needs a level 3+ identity verification in order to enter geriatrics and free her father's body. He tells her that he will give her his card, only on one condition, that she will send someone else to conduct the mission, as he can't risk her life. She agrees and then takes him to her favorite place, an abandoned lake where she used to visit frequently as a child. Later at night, they exchange their identities. The next morning, Vincent takes out all the money from his account and delivers it to Dietrich's wife along with their photograph. Then Vincent is seen transferring his insurance to Lisa. At night, Lisa meets her squad and plots out a proper plan. Then she goes to geriatrics by herself, breaking her promise to Vincent to retrieve her father's body after she has transferred her insurance to her father. Vincent is informed by one of the squad members about Lisa being inside. He also goes there to save her, but she got captured by Philip. Later on, her father is released from the facility. Vincent tries to save her, but Philip shoots Lisa in the back, eventually killing her. He also raises his gun to shoot Vincent but stops. As Vincent wakes up, he sees Diana standing over him. She tells him that he has been promoted. He asks her about Lisa, but she silently leaves. Then Vincent goes to the surrogacy ward where he sees Lisa. He frees her off, holds her in his arms, and took her to the same lake she used to visit as a child and lets her body reside within there, so that she may find peace after death. Subscribe to see more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.